Hello, and welcome to the scariest videos on the internet.
To be honest, I don't like these videos. They scare me. And for whatever reason, I always decide to record them very late at night, which doesn't help me go to sleep. But boys, we're locked in today. Let me know if you think these videos are real or if they're fake.
In the following video, a concerned mother is recording her daughter who just told her that a guy is inside her room.
What guy?
The guy.
The guy is at the door.
Oh God.
Guy.
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Nah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah.
What, the Despicable Me house?
He's scary.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
No.
Nah! Don't like that at all. To be honest, I didn't see anything. I tried to get my eyeballs close to the screen to see if I could see any movement in there. It saw nothing. But what is really creepy about this is that I think it's like really hard to get a child to act, or at least act well. And makes me believe that this scenario at least is real, where we genuinely have a child that is in distress. We genuinely have a child here that believes that there is a scary man that is inside of her little playhouse. Now, whether or not that's true or not, that I don't know if I quite believe yet, but I do believe that she, the child, does believe it, which is frightening.
No one appears to be in this room, yet strangely, Jessica's daughter sees someone who she says is scary. Now, despite there being nothing alarming, there is something in this room that's worth noting. The playhouse in the center is a space where Jessica's daughter often plays in. Most of her time is spent playing or eating inside, which is why Jessica decided to renovate the playhouse to make her feel more at home.
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. Then Emma, I'm gonna show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to have a doorbell camera like our front door, so I put on...
From the color of the house to the same doorbell, every detail was inspired by the actual house they live in. However, only a few days after remodeling, something strange had occurred. On the night of January 3rd of 2025, the doorbell camera started to record. Now, this only happens when someone is at the door and near the doorbell, but upon being activated, the camera recorded this.
Okay, so this is the camera on the door of the playhouse. I think that sound only goes off if it senses movement. So, it's malfunctioning. Or was that just a doorbell? Maybe it's like the doorbell's malfunctioning. Oh, that's just like a doll or something. Okay, my bad. No, that's my bad. That's my bad. I'm a grown man. I don't get scared by that. At all, actually. Okay, the door's opening and closing. The doorbell's going off. I will say, when I saw the playhouse and the kid... Okay, it's opening again. I don't know if I like that. And the doorbell's going off again. I don't like that either. But I will say, when I saw the kid playing with it, I don't even know why I noticed this, but the door isn't on, like, any... Like, there's no lock on the door, and so it is very flimsy, and has open and close very easily. Point being, I do think if there's maybe a draft in the house, that it could happen. It could happen. The door opens and closes, especially because the big door over there is open, so there could be a draft coming from there. This is like a suspiciously long section of the video though, and it's creeping me out. I feel like at any moment now, some little troll head is gonna pop out. This is a long video though, and I know I just said that, but I think it makes it feel more legit. No! I'm siding with the child. It's real. What was that? Oh my god. I like to play devil's advocate in every situation and try to figure out, okay, look, maybe it's real, but let's try to at least come up with ways to where we could say that it's fake. What was that? I don't even know how you fake that. And I feel like when you get to the point where you don't know how you can fake something, how can you say that it's fake at that point? I honestly don't even know what happened though. I'm gonna need a replay of that. But like the whole doll just moved, it looked like, and nobody was there. Because you could also make an argument, right, that somebody's behind this door and slowly opening it, slowly closing it. Okay, that's how you fake that. That's not that hard. I could replicate that. But the doll, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that one, boys. Oh god! Ah, the freaking mom got me. Oh. I can't play horror games, all right? I've tried it before. It doesn't go well for me. And this is why I have a real serious problem with getting scared. Like, it's truly, honestly embarrassing at this point. I wish I didn't get this terrified at stupid things. The mom walking down the hallway scared me. All right, let's see. I will play a little bit of detective work here. I'm gonna study the mom's stature, her reaction, and all of that stuff. And let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it feels set up at all. She just seems really annoyed at it. Oh, God, man. Honestly, that's a fair reaction. Was really wondering how third time, by the way? I think something's cut off. Ignore my stance. I was trying to something.
Jessica was completely baffled as she wasn't expecting the door to open on its own. If it was just the doorbell going off by itself, then one can say that it was just a technical issue.
Okay, but you see how easily that door opened? Like, there was no, like, twist of the door handle or anything. It just kind of opens and shuts without much give.
But then, this happens. The door continues to swing open for just a bit, when suddenly, the hair on the mannequin is seen hanging in the air before abruptly falling down. There doesn't appear to be anything that could have caught the strand of hair, and the way it falls makes it seem like someone or something had loosened their grip on the strand. Now this whole situation gets creepier when considering that Jessica's daughter occasionally sees a guy in her room, but this guy is never seen. While no evidence of this man exists, there appears to be evidence of something else, and it's not the only evidence that Jessica has. One night, before heading out to a dinner party with friends, she gets a notification from the doorbell camera. Take a look.
I was just about to head out, and I started getting the notification that the doorbell in my kids' room upstairs is going off.
Okay, so this is the doorbell cam again, straight from her phone, by the way. So this, I don't think this is edited at all. Like, this would be way harder to edit than another video. Okay, hold on. What is this, E.T. phoning home or something? What is that? Bruh. Bro is just making gargling noises now. And the audio just cuts. Okay. Show me the audio waves. Show me the audio waves. I used to edit my own videos. I know what audio waves look like. My editor will pop some up, okay? I want to see from her phone the audio waves and then have it, I want to see just cut and be nothing. I want to see it. If I see that, then I'll believe it. And you guys, like, am I being too harsh here? Because I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This might give me some hate. I understand. But I don't believe in ghosts, okay? I don't. In order for these videos to get me to believe that there is something really going on here, there needs to be completely 100,000,000% proof is in the pudding, absolutely undeniable evidence that ghosts or whatever is going on in here is real. And if there's even a shed of a doubt that they could be fake, I'm going to think that they're fake. Now, I don't know if that's right or wrong. You guys let me know your opinions, but I need every single shed, every single piece of evidence possible for me to really believe it. And I need to see that audio. I need to see the audio.
If the video before didn't disturb Jessica, then surely this one did. It starts off again with the doorbell seemingly acting up, but unlike previously, someone or something is heard. Listening through the doorbell's microphone, Jessica and her babysitter hear a distorted noise mixed with someone speaking, but whoever is talking doesn't appear to be saying anything intelligible. In fact, it sounds like someone chanting or speaking a different language. It's hard to say honestly, but there's no denying that something about this is pretty unsettling. Whether it's the activity in the playhouse or the mentioning of a man who can't be seen, Jessica is thoroughly shaken up and concerned. The playhouse has been taken apart ever since then, but still, from time to time, Jessica's child says that she sees the guy.
What guy?
The guy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like the little baby. Do I agree with it? Maybe, but I don't like it. I don't like that it's doing that. It's freaking me out. Here's another little thought project for you guys. And I got hate for this in the last video. And honestly, I understand it. I get why people would not like me saying this, but I'm going to say it again. And I don't mean it in any malicious way. I don't mean this in any bad way in the slightest. But I gotta say that this house looks relatively normal. By that, I mean, hold on, I gotta figure out how to say this and try to not offend people, because people be getting offended all the time these days. But look, okay, let me think here. Some people in these videos they will design their houses in a way that is already very demonic, okay? For example, I've seen like Freddy Krueger posters on walls. I've seen Insidious posters on walls. Oftentimes, people who do that tend to have like, just example, okay? No hate, I'm just saying, no hate at all, just saying. Lots of jewelry, tattoos, you know, earrings, that sort of stuff. Totally cool. Nothing wrong with that. My point is, those people, I think, are more inclined to believe in extracurricular beings, okay? I think that they're probably more inclined to believe in ghosts and things of that nature. When you put someone, and when you have somebody who doesn't typically believe in ghosts, tell you that they, gosh dang it, saw a ghost with their own 2 eyeballs, that honestly makes me feel like it's more legit. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, I just told you guys I don't believe in ghosts, but if in a day or 2 from now, I get a little bit of video proof and I swear to you, I saw a ghost, it got me good. I think that would be more believable than somebody who is already like deep in it. Does that make sense to anybody, or am I just being wacky right now? I don't know. But my point is, the house looks normal, the child looks normal as in like, I don't know, I guess what I'm used to. Normal for me is different than normal for other people, but I'm just like, I'm not seeing Freddy Krueger posters anywhere. Does that make sense? Oh God, I really hope that came off okay. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Now the following video was submitted to me by Connor M, who was home alone when this happened. The house that Connor lives in is on a street where people's homes often get burglarized, but despite living in a dangerous neighborhood, nothing could have prepared him for what occurred in his house. Connor briefly describes the events of that night. In his own words, "I was alone. My daughter stayed over at my ex-wife's house, and my dog was outside. I'm still shaken up by this." It's late at night when Connor hears shuffling in the kitchen. This
sketchy
is his
house.
footage.
Kind of what I was saying before. That's a sketchy, bro. No hate. I don't hate nobody, no hate here. When I see doors like that, instantly I'm like, okay, that's spooky. We're already in the spook season here. This is the spook house, the spook hotel. Welcome.
Watch.
If anybody's here, I'm calling the cops.
Okay, he must have heard a noise or something. I gotta admit, I've been in this situation a couple of times, and it's never really done anything. Oh my God, maybe ghosts are real, and I'm going through the same thing as this guy. Okay, let me explain. There's times where I just hear something upstairs. I just hear something, and I know I'm not the only one. I know people out there have gone through that same thing, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, someone's in my house, and I grab a baseball bat, and I just start walking around my house like this. With my baseball bat, and I go, hello? Please don't hurt me. I never actually find anyone, and then I realize, wow, I'm a baby. But point being, this guy's kind of going through that same thing right now, I think. It's getting real dark. It's getting real dark. He does seem genuinely distraught. And I've talked about babies in these, like, acting. I am less inclined to believe adults because adults are way more conscious and understand how to act much better than children. And so I'm not saying it's, you know, not possible, but I'm just more doubtful in adults because I think that they understand how, you know, they can act. They're able to put on a show. They're able to cry if they want. They're able to sniffle if they want. They understand what they're doing. Kids don't. And so if a child is saying, "Mommy, I saw a man in my playhouse," that seems way more believable to me. You can't really get a kid to fake that emotion, but you can get an adult to fake emotion. Bro, have you heard of a light? Is that moving? Oh, that fan must be on, right? Okay, that fan is on. That's why the bag is moving on the right. All good so far. We're all clear. Did the fan just turn on randomly? Like, I don't know why he's surprised about it.
No! No!
What? What? What happened? Did a knife just get thrown at him? Whoa.
No!
Whoa.
Somehow, a knife launches off and flies straight towards Connor. Thankfully missing him, the sharp blade lays close to his feet. But had he stood any closer, this video would have had a rather unfortunate outcome. From fearing that someone broke into his house to encountering this, Connor was immensely terrified. As he states, when it comes to things that can't be seen, there's no telling when the knife in your kitchen might fling itself at you with no apparent cause.
This is gonna sound bad, but I'd believe it way more if he got hit. Just saying, if I watched this video and bro got not like really badly hurt, but like if he got a cut on his arm or something, I'd be like, whoa, that seems like way more legit because it's not gonna be a bit, right? You're not gonna film a bit where you get stabbed by a knife. That's insane. I would believe it way more. However, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here. It seemed pretty legit to me. For a knife to get flung out of one of those knife holders, the trajectory can't really be this way or else the entire knife holder will fall over. Like for one singular knife to fling out of that, it has to be pulled at like the perfect angle for it to like come out so smoothly. And it looked like that knife did. It's just one of those things that like, I don't even know how you could fake it. Because even if you have a string tied to it, first of all, I think we would probably see it. Two, even if you did, you'd have to pull it at like an angle that's almost straight up. And if it is almost straight up, how did it get so far to almost hit him? I don't know. To be honest, I think both of those have a chance at being real. I hate to admit it, but let's move on to the next one.
On December 9th of 2023, a hospital surgeon is freaking out after seeing something that she couldn't believe. According to her, she was inside the operating room filming a video for her surgical students when she had to stop and leave immediately. As she states, something was watching her. Now this video comes from a social account that doesn't post anything like this. All the videos on this page are purely educational and meant for students who want to become surgical technicians. But this video, however, was posted for anyone who could help explain this.
Bro, this is like exactly what I was saying earlier about how like I feel like it'd be way more believable if I said I saw a ghost because I have no affiliation with ghosts. Why would I ever say, oh, I saw a ghost? Why would I ever say that? It doesn't make any sense. So I feel like if I say it, it'd be way more believable. But if you go to a YouTube channel that specializes in ghost hunting and is like so ingrained in the idea that ghosts exist, I honestly, I hate to say it because it might be real. It might be real. And this is maybe bad because I don't want to discredit them. But I think if you're like that ingrained to it, it almost makes it less believable, you know? Because in this case, this person, according to the video at least, I'm not fact checking this, but let's assume everything that is said is real and true. This person is a doctor that posts videos, that posts educational videos on how to be a better doctor. And if that's true, if that's their entire social media, then I have no reason to believe that what they are doing is fake. Now, I haven't seen any evidence yet. Maybe it's some stupid thing where a door closes, whipply wobbly, who cares? But if there seems to be pretty good evidence here, it's gonna be pretty hard to deny this one.
Was posted for anyone who could help explain this. Tiffany has no idea what was captured, but hopes that someone does. This is her footage. Watch.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two.
She messed up. I've never messed up anything that I say ever in YouTube videos, and none of it ever gets cut out because I never mess up. I mean, that's even more legit, bro. It's more legit. I'm telling you, this is looking clean so far. This is 10 out of 10 clean for me so far.
Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived, and the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
I don't see nothing. Turn the camera, please. Okay, that was her. She dropped the scissors. She's still looking at something, it looks like. What is it? What is it? Oh my god! What? Why she gotta jump scare me? I saw it. I saw it. What does she mean, it? Huh? Nah, I don't like this. This one I don't like. This one I don't like. This one I don't like. This one's gonna get me looking back here. If you guys watch my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. I don't like it. When I look back here, you know I'm scared. I don't like that. I don't like that tingly sensation when I feel like something is behind me. And I'm starting to get the tingles. Going back. Oh, that's smart. I would do the same. I saw it run in this direction. Okay. I hope that other person is still with you. I hope that's the door closing sound. Is that paper is it floating? What is that paper doing? What? Is that a piece of paper floating? What? Oh, he was... okay. It was stuck by tape, I think. Hey, I'm just saying that paper looked like it was floating, and I had no idea that it was up there by tape. Point being, it is possible to fake a lot of things in these videos and have cameras not pick them up, such as using tape to have floating papers, or really skinny pieces of string to pull things around. Just saying, just saying.
Just give me a sign.
I left my phone in case something happens when I'm gone. I wanted to give it some space. I guess that's smart.
Do whatever you want.
Hey, yo? Okay, so she completely left. That's the door opening and closing. Nothing until... Wait, what is it? Wait, what is it? Wait, she's back with the guy. Those are the worst. The door closed. I hate that. I'll never believe a door closing is a ghost. I need a replay. Thank you. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, I try to pause it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it. I'm getting this, bro. I'm getting this. Oh, wow. That was insane timing. Okay, unfortunately, not really getting much out of that. However, I will say, I mean, it doesn't really look like a human. Well, then it kind of does when it just, like, sprints by like that. Can we get an even slower replay, please? Hold on. Let me, Detective Al. Detective Alec on the prowl here. Here we go. Come on. Boys, what is that? Stop that. Stop that behavior right now. come on. What is this? What is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, Lord. I don't like this one at all. I really don't. I feel like the stage was set very perfectly. Everything about this makes me feel like it's legit, to be honest with you so far. I don't like this one. I like it because it feels legit, but I don't like it because it feels legit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mixed feelings here.
What was meant to be a simple lesson on sutures had turned into something out of a nightmare. Tiffany writes that she had caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the window, which then quickly fled away to the other side of the hospital. It was brief, but terrifying enough to put Tiffany in a state of shock. She couldn't exactly tell what it was that she saw, but based on what others have reported seeing at this hospital, Tiffany thinks this may have been the so-called ghost of this place. Almost everyone there has either seen or heard something strange, and for some reason, it's the women's restroom that's by far the most haunted. For this reason, Tiffany hurries over to the spot, but nothing is seen. That is, until minutes later when this is captured. A door opens on its own, and eerily, a dark figure rushes past the automatic doors. But even more unsettling is the fact that it quickly moves from one side to the other. Its fleeting motion only makes it creepier. Now to this day, there's only 1 or 2 videos on this account that talks about this incident. Aside from those, not much has been said about this.
Ow, bro. How has nothing been said about that other than 1 or 2 videos? If anyone out there can find her TikTok or Instagram or whatever, that would be lovely, because that makes me believe it way more. Because I'm kind of just taking this guy's word for the fact that she has a social media account. If there's like proof in the pudding that she has a social media account and is actually making these educational videos, that makes it way more legit, I think.
But unfortunately, as with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Yeah, I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Oh my goodness, boys. This is getting bad. We might be 3 for 3 right now. We literally might be 3 for 3. Wait away. And I don't like that. I don't like being 3 for 3. I like being 3 for 3 in a lot of the things that I do and in a lot of the things that I watch. In this case, I would much prefer to be 0 for 3. I don't like when I actually believe some of these things. Now, I don't know if that means that I believe ghosts are real. I feel like I should at this point. I probably should believe that ghosts are real. I think I'm just being a hater. Am I being a hater, guys? Should I really start to believe that ghosts are real? I think I'm just scared to believe that they're real. Like, I don't want any part of it. And I think that if I believe that ghosts are real, then they're gonna start haunting me. And as much as I respect you ghosts out there and in my house, respectfully, I don't want anything to do with you. So I will continue to not believe them, even though I believe that a lot of these videos might actually be legit.
Now the source of this next video is unknown, as it was submitted to me by someone who only sent this clip. However, they do give some information. According to them, this clip originates from a city in Brazil where a man noticed a strange-looking person in the middle of a road.
Rio de Janeiro.
Whoever this person was didn't seem to be acting normal. In fact, this person wasn't doing anything, as they weren't moving at all. They were frozen in place, unbothered by anything around them. But after the man took a closer look, he quickly began to record. He was filming just in case no one would believe what he saw.
Whoa. Okay, that clearly looks like a shadow, at least.
A figure resembling a person is seen standing still. However, no head or chest is seen. Only the lower half of this body is visible. But as if more parts of this body couldn't disappear, the figure completely vanishes after a motorcyclist crosses its path. Now, there is nothing. It's as if the figure had hitched a ride with the motorcyclist after passing by. Now, whether or not this was supernatural remains a mystery, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on what was captured.
I don't think it's a shadow. I think that's the easy thing to say is, oh, you know, there's somebody standing like over here and there's a light behind him that's casting a shadow all the way here. I think that's like the easy thing to say, but that doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense. I don't think a shadow would cast this far and look like so perfectly like it's the same height as a regular human. It would be way more disfigured if it was a shadow that went from like the middle of the street all the way to the top, like to the middle of these boxes over here. I think it would just be way more distorted. This looks way too too perfect to be an actual shadow. However, this could be editing. This could be post-production. Somebody, you know, went into an editor like Sony Vegas Pro, for example, and added a shadow to where when the motorcycle guy crosses, the shadow disappears.
Just what could possibly explain the partial figure that was caught on camera?
But it's good though, like that's pretty good. Like you can see the light of the motorcycle when it was behind the shadow figure. I feel like that's not easy to do. In fact, we're actually gonna do a little bit of an experiment here. I'm gonna put my editors to the test. I wanna see if you guys can do anything similar to how good this would be if it was editing. So I'm gonna do a little experiment here. And if my editors can't do it, I don't believe nobody can do it. Nobody, if my editors can't replicate that, then it's real. Then it's real. Let's see. Okay, so I can't see it because obviously the video is not edited yet while I record this, so I have no idea how that came out or how that looked, but you guys do. If my editor made that look legit and as good as the first one, I'm calling cap. It's not real. There's no way. I don't believe it. Okay, there is maybe kind of a way, but I don't believe it. On to the next one.
On December 21st of 2024, a mother named Anisha posted a video that her son recorded while the whole family was asleep.
Look in the bottom right corner, it
this
says.
video was to capture the elf on the shelf toy moving when no one was awake. He's 4 years old and believes that the elf actually comes alive and does all sorts of mischievous things around the house. Many young kids believe this, as it's become a trend for parents to mess up their house and tell their kids that the elf did it.
I love my parents. We never did anything like this, and I wish we did. Elf on the Shelf sounds cool though. I kind of know what it is, and I'm jealous.
However, Anisha's son really wanted to see the elf do its thing. So he places a camera directly across the elf toy and films it overnight. The next day, he checks the footage and sees something that scares the living daylights out of him. He immediately shows his mom, and she too gets freaked out by the footage. This is what they saw.
Look at the bottom right corner.
Can I pour some in my cup?
Slow version. That's a naked baby, and I know one when I see one. How is that possible? How's that possible? Is it like a lighting thing? Obviously, no one's able to move that quick and get out of there that quick. That's the speed of light. The only other thing is if it's a shadow, but it doesn't look like a shadow. Like it looks like someone is just there. Because if it's a shadow, like I said earlier, it gets stretched, right? It gets stretched across the room. It looks distorted. This looks like a person's like outline though. The only thing I can say is it's editing again. This seems easier to edit than the other one because there's no camera movement and it's only for like one little flash, but still pretty dang good. Still pretty dang good if it is editing. It's not, well then that's really creepy. And it's gone. It just disappears. See, that's weird. It doesn't even disappear with the light.
Actually recorded the elf.
It didn't even disappear with the light. It disappeared and then the light disappeared. That is weird. That is weird.
Elf moving, she watches closely, but what appears instead is something way more terrifying. Like a scene out of a horror movie, the silhouette of a child appears briefly on camera before disappearing in a flash. The child doesn't move, yet somehow disappears without moving an inch. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is the appearance of the child. Many have noted that they look extremely thin. Some have even gone as far as to say that it looks like a corpse.
I was actually going to mention that its legs looked really skinny, like skinnier than most children's legs. Don't ask me why I know that.
While this detail doesn't really help in figuring out who this was, it does make the figure creepier. Doubtless, Anisha believes that a child spirit was caught on camera, and like her son, she believes that they wanted to see the elf come alive. But just like the child, it doesn't move. To this day, this video continues to baffle Anisha.
I don't like this. I don't like these videos. I don't like that I keep doing them. Here we go. This is apparently the best one yet.
It's late at night when a man named Taylor immediately takes out his phone to record something in his girlfriend's house. He's by himself, and for the first time, he's hearing what his girlfriend often hears at night, but never records on camera. At this moment, the sound of someone walking back and forth is heard from upstairs. The thing is though, no one else is home except Taylor.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now.
See, I've been in this situation a couple times. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is when I grab a baseball bat and I walk upstairs and I say, hello? I'm a 26-year-old man that's tall and strong, and I'm gonna get you. I have a baseball bat. That's pretty much exactly how I say it too. And then there's never anyone up there.
I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old.
That's true, just creaking.
It sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will
That's what
swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care.
I always just chalk it up to the house being old and creaking. You know, there's like wind outside, it's blowing the house a little bit, and the wood is creaking, and whatever. It is what it is. Hey, no Freddy Krueger on the walls, at least.
Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Wait, come on now. Nah, that can't be real, right? That can't be real, right? Oh, don't you come down these stairs or you will feel the wrath of 1,000 arrows. That's what he sounded like. Not only that, but that's also kind of how he punched. Although I don't know how you would go about punching a ghost, to be fair.
The sound of charging footsteps is heard descending the staircase and heading towards Taylor. And as promised, he delivers. He lunges at whatever it was that was heading towards him. Although losing his balance upon doing so, he continues to record on the off chance that something else happens. Unfortunately, nothing does, but at least the sounds from earlier have stopped. Now, while most people tend to run away from paranormal occurrences, it is refreshing to see someone do something different. But as some believe, it might be best if he didn't confront the ghost in this house. Regardless.
That's true, he might have just made that ghost mad. If that ghost is real, you probably just made him pretty upsetty spaghetti. Now, I will say, a lot of these seemed honestly pretty legit, and I like to be as honest as possible here on the channel. That one, though, is by far and away the easiest to fake. You just have to add a couple of sound effects in the background, some creaking here and there, and then you punch air and fall down. Voila, you have yourself a ghost story. With that being said, though, as much as I say that I hate reacting to these videos, low-key, I kind of like it. And if you guys enjoy watching them as well, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click this video right here to watch even more.